All right, everyone. So real quick update. I'm going to go down here and I have to get some packages going. But just give you an update of what's going on. And pretty much I'm into like a crossroads of like what to do with this website or Amazon. So I just don't know what to do yet. I probably ranted about this before about the website to where it's going to cost like $400 or $1,000 to like just upgrade it to make it look more professional. When I say more professional, what I'm finding out is it's tough out there. And like my stuff's not cheap, okay? If you factor in all your overhead and all the costs and all this stuff and you start looking at your cost basis to like, what's my bottom line on this thing? It's like, it's pretty high. It's a lot higher than I thought. But as I increase with volume, that price is going to go down. So the crossroads is, do I spend it's probably going to be like $600 to $1,000 on the website just to upgrade it, make it look more professional, and go from there. Or do I kind of kill it for a couple months and then go to Amazon and just have everything on Amazon until I figure this stuff out? And plus, I have another YouTube channel, Ken Hicks Jr. It's more like outdoor stuff, hunting and fishing. Learning on that is a slow process, is more meticulous than I thought. So, it's all part of it. I mean, this is a freaking jungle out here. I mean, a lot of this stuff is, it's new territory to me, but, we're plowing through. It's just, I'm meeting a lot of cool individuals who are kind of doing the same thing I'm doing. Well, they pretty much are, but they're in a different area over here to where it's like, it's kind of like you're a gunfighter and you're going to like the high noon fight, and all of a sudden you're riding alone, then another guy joins you, then another guy. So that part's pretty cool. But it's a lot. I have a lot going on with the like what to do, like a lot to figure out. Like, do I kill this website for like a couple months, then revitalize it and bring it back once I gain traction on Amazon? Because I think Amazon is going to be where it's at until I get somewhat of a following. The other reason on Amazon is I have to go out of town for almost 3 weeks. So in that 3 weeks period, I have to put on my website closed for 3 weeks, So that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So, but sometimes that is what it is. Hey, we're closed. Go to Amazon. Something I'm probably gonna have to throw up on there, and just until things get traction and figure this stuff out, because it's always figuring it out. I mean, it's just like, it's when you think you have it figured out, you're like, not only do you figure a different way, that's big. Like that's probably the biggest thing. Is like, wow, man, I should have did this. I should have did that. Well, I should have did a lot of things differently. But that's what we're in it now. So we're definitely figuring it out. The other day, I tried a promotional code to, I guess, advertise actually just like 50% off, because my whole idea was to throw it to people on Amazon to say, hey, and hopefully they give me a review on Amazon. But I don't know what I'm doing on that part. So I made the thing and it's like, hey, it's going to go live at 10 a.m. I told a few friends, I'm like, hey, this is it. You don't have to buy anything. Just go and see if the promotional code works and see how it goes. But apparently, instead of like Eastern Standard Time, it defaults to Pacific PDT or whatever. So it's in the Pacific time, and kind of messed the whole thing up. And then I thought you give a code to put into it, and I'm still not sure with this part, but apparently it's a link. So if you get the link, so it's more towards social media people, like saying, hey, here's this great discount from Wild and Thunder. Here's the link. You'll get 50% off. I think, or if I sent that link to someone, and because that's what I did, I finally figured it out. I'm like, I'm just going to try to send this link to my friend and just see what happens. And turns out he's like, hey, man, it works. So hopefully he wasn't lying. So, and I don't know. So I guess it's more of a link, like a video like this, and like, hey, the link is in the description. Click below for 50% off at Amazon, because you get free shipping and all that. Another thing I found out on Amazon, you really got to watch the time, because I have a product and they're filling it for like $5, and today it jumped up to $8. $5 and $8 for fulfillment. That is like huge. So I don't know if that's just a Sunday thing, but I'm probably going to have to start. Well, this is one of the things where you like to trend it. Like, okay, well, what days is it higher on? and then you try to like maybe figure it out. Like, hey, I'll do promotionals on these days, but maybe it's high for a reason. Because the idea is like real estate, location, 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 to where you pay up at a premium for a house because it's in a premium location. It's going to sell. This is a premium spot, so that's why I think Amazon is charging so much more on that. So it's like it's foolish to avoid it. But anyway, we're going to do some testing and stuff like that and so figure out how things go on that end. But yeah, there's a lot to it. The other thing is, I think my shipping is pretty good as far as like my actual Shopify store, like my boxes, my layout. I think the packaging paper I use is brown. I don't know why I was thinking brown, because I think it reminds me of like hunting or something. I have no idea, but I'm going to switch to black once that's out. Not a big deal, but these cards, these 4x4 cards, here, I'll go show them to you. Yeah, the last video I had these cards put up there for the thumbnail. This one you can't really see too much because it has these white specks all over it. And it's, oh, and then the black and the green, I really don't like that. But the specs is what really got me, because I got like 250 of these and I paid like 80 bucks for it. Not that big a deal, but still it's 80 bucks. And you get these spots on it, these speckles. And it's like, I just sent them an email saying, hey man, I can't use these. I mean, this is pretty pathetic. You know, I'm trying to be a higher end product and I get speckles all over my thank you cards. I mean, it's like, it's ridiculous. So what they asked me a few questions, you know, I sent them pictures and stuff, and like I just pretty much written them off, but they offered a reprint and I said sure. And knowing I said sure, it's kind of like, I hate to say yeah sure, but there's a few things I want to change, but I said yeah, just sure, go ahead and print it. And they printed more, and they came up back pretty a lot better, really nice. But the problem I have with this, two things. One is I'm going to change the font for like the Wild and Thunder. I'm putting it all caps, and then the black and the green, it's just, there's no contrast. It blends in there too much, so I'm going to switch that around to like, this black's going to be white and the letters here are going to be black. So not a showstopper. The photo here, it's okay. This is my photo I took at Canyons Land. I love that place. I wish I could go there more often. And if you guys start buying my damn soap, maybe I can. But no, the photo is pretty cool. I like it, but it's not showing up on these cards like how you envision. So that's going to have to change. I'm going to have to change something on there. I don't know if I'm going to have to hire a designer to get some type of rendering and see how that goes. But I really like using my own photography. I think that puts a personal touch to it. So, but anyway, that's these cards. I got like 500 of them now because the first 250 were screwed up, and then I told them like I can't use these, which I probably would use them, you know, just test and see how it is. But it's kind of like, damn man, it's like I pay you guys money and you're going to give me something with speckles all over it. It's like, what the hell? So that's what's going on with that. I'm going to wrap this up, guys, because it's going to be forever long. I think moving forward, I'm going to do some promotions with Amazon. I'm going to keep the Shopify for right now because it's not too much. It's like $40 a month, but it's like, man, I could take that $40 a month and deploy it somewhere else for maybe eight months. So a couple months until I get some traction on this stuff. Because right now it's like, the Ken Hicks Jr. YouTube channel is taking a lot more time than I thought, because this stuff is like, it's just crazy, like how analytical this stuff is. And some of these guys are like mad scientists on it. But I just want to get enough to have a following and move on from that. So I'm thinking about just pausing the Shopify for maybe a couple months, and then probably, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So it's basically, I got to figure out, like, time's limited, time's this much, I only have this much time, and I got to figure out how to maximize that time for the best bang for my buck. So if it takes deploying the $40 that I'm spending on Shopify into the Amazon and getting Amazon like good, we may do that. The other thing is some of my products are getting low, so I got to think about, like, these are just like, I really like these products. I personally love them. I think they're great. But they're only for men. So I got to figure out my next products are, I want it to be unisex, basically probably like a leave-in conditioner or something like that. And then what's that going to look like? I found out that you need to take your time, and really, you don't. The thing, it's like the knowns of the unknowns. I don't know if everyone remembers Rumsfeld. You know, we know the unknowns of the knowns, or the unknowns or unknowns, or whatever he talks about. Because it's like there were unknowns that were unknown, and now we know what the unknowns are. It's a freaking speech. I mean, it's a masterpiece of like bullshit, really. But he's right, because there's a lot of knowns. There's a lot of unknowns, and now I know them, and it changes the trajectory of things to where it's like, damn, if I knew then what I knew now, things would have been a little bit different. But regardless, we're going to keep pushing on.